This woman, let me preface this by saying that this woman in particular was and did go missing. So she went missing and they was trying to find her and the police was searching for her. And they don't know who had took her, but then they found her remains. They found her body. They found her remains behind a dilapidated closed middle school. All right. Her name is Kada Scott, and this is what's going on.
Well, they did find her body. It was certainly the very, very sad news that nobody had hoped would be the outcome, that of 23-year-old Kada Scott.
Greg is back on this story again this morning. Greg.
Yeah, I mean, as you said it, Karen, I mean, this is a result that nobody wanted in regards to this missing persons case. And unfortunately, the remains that law enforcement found behind Ada Lewis Middle School over the weekend, it has been confirmed that that is the remains of 23-year-old Kada Scott. Now, police say they found 23-year-old Kada Scott's body after receiving an anonymous tip that led investigators back to the former Ada Lewis Middle School Saturday morning, an area previously searched by police. That tipster, according to sources, asked police to please go back, saying they missed her, and gave a specific location in a wooded area behind the vacant school. When officers went back, they eventually found a body in a shallow grave. Kada's debit card and phone case were found in a different area by the school in the previous search. Kada went missing the night of October 4th after arriving for her overnight shift at a senior living facility in Chestnut Hill. More than a week later, police arrested and charged 21-year-old Keon King in connection with Scott's kidnapping and for a previous kidnapping of a woman earlier this year that was originally dismissed when a key witness failed to show up to court. Investigators believe King was the last person to see her the night she disappeared. As mentioned, police say they found the body after searching the area a second time, which has led to quite a bit of frustration amongst community members.
We were back here, and our dogs were back here, officers were back here. Again, there is a lot of wooded area.
Why did they lie to us and say that they searched this school thoroughly with special trained dogs and drones? Why did the dogs pick up this scent? The body wasn't that deep.
I'm proud of the men and women in this organization that have, been doing the work to try to locate Miss Scott. And again, in our minds, we know this was a possible reality.
I'm speaking on the behalf of the community. We need answers on why did y'all tell us y'all did a thorough search.
So let me get this straight, all right? Let me get this straight. They not concerned with who the person is that called in the tip that knew the exact location. Sounds like the killer to me. Sounds like the killer to me. They not concerned about the fact that the woman got kidnapped. They not concerned that it's still a killer out there on the loose. They not concerned about the fact that the community, this woman was out by herself. None of this stuff. They're speaking out because they mad at the police for missing her. This is the dumbest thing ever, bro. Anything to get mad at the police. That's what I call this phase of our lives. When you see what's happening at this point of our lives, y'all, let's just remember this. The name of the game is going to be called anything to get mad at the police. All right? Anything to get mad at the police. The people want to hate the police so badly and so much that now they're mad that the police didn't find her as fast as they wanted them to find her. Before we get into that, ladies, be very careful. Be very, very careful. Be very vigilant. Keep your head on a swivel. And stop putting yourself in positions that would make you vulnerable. You need covering. You need a man with you. You need to be operating in pairs. Most times when people go after other people, they go after the most vulnerable, the easiest of prey. When you think about it, I was watching a video of a guy and he said that he was a corrections officer. He was a corrections officer. And he said that the weakest amongst them is usually the ones that get taken. And so he used himself as an example because he was trained and he had on his weighted vest. And he said he was 6 something, like 6'4", 6'5" or something. I don't remember his exact height. And that he was 300 pounds. And he said he was working to lose weight and stuff. And he said one of the things that he never worries about as he walks through his neighborhood and stuff, and as he was exercising, he said one of the things that he never worries about is getting kidnapped, because who in their right mind would try to kidnap a 6'5", 300 plus pound man because you become like you the hardest. That's too difficult of an issue. When you think about school shooters and stuff, people that shoot up, people that do all of this negativity in the communities, right? They don't go and tackle a police, you know what I'm saying, the police headquarters. They don't go to a police station. They go to a school with little children or something like that where they know it's going to be a path of least resistance. People by default don't want problems, but they still got to feed that fetish. They still got to get off whatever it is that they got to get off. When this girl got kidnapped, she didn't get kidnapped in the daytime, you know what I'm saying, at the grocery store where it's a lot of people. She was arriving for an overnight shift at a nursing facility, at a care facility. You're saying that the killer is in jail now. You don't know that. You don't know that. And he may be or he may be not. But it's a lot of, I don't think y'all realize how many people is killers out here. I don't think y'all realize how many people are pedophiles out here. I don't think y'all realize that it's a lot of sick people that y'all walk past every day. They holler at y'all all the time. What's up, queen? What's up? That nigga got full-blown AIDS. What's up, baby girl? Hey, you looking good today. Oh my God. He tall and he got braids and he got herpes. What's up? What's up? Grand Rising, queen. Grand Rising. How you doing? That nigga just got done mollywhopping a chick. He beat the hell out of his bass chick. What's up, baby? You know what? These dudes out here, they don't know. They don't know a real one when they see one. We old school. We throwback. We like to take care of other women's kids. That nigga looking at your kids as prey. He trying to get to your kids. He trying to touch your little daughter, your little son. Touch your little son's wee-wee, babysitting him, trying to groom him. You don't know these people. Y'all think that you can vet, I'm going to get on a dating app. I'm going to get on Hinge and find me my life partner. We're going to go to dinner and we're going to talk about the do's and don'ts of what your love languages are. You don't know these niggas. You don't know these people. He just got done whacking off and he didn't even wash his hands. And he handing you flowers with your dumb behind. You so dumb. And then they sit there and they say to me, well, how am I supposed to find my person if I can't date? Bro, it's monsters every day out here. You know why they don't tell you how many monsters out here? You know why they're not telling you that it's serial killers in Houston? Because they don't want you to panic and they want you to live your regular life. And so you walk around unassuming, not knowing, not realizing that you about to get your head cracked. You're about to get your head. You got a head cracking coming and you don't even realize it. You got a head crack coming and you don't realize it. So then I say, hey, ladies, move in pairs. Don't find yourself in a vulnerable position. All of this other stuff, so on and so forth, right? And they say, well, Anton, how do you find? Well, you need to not be dating. You need to be spending time. And I say it on a regular basis. You need to be spending time around people that you would want to rock out with, you would want to network with, that you think are dope, business people that you go to church with, whatever. Your normal everyday environments, you need to be observing and kicking it with people without them having a special interest in you. That's how you vet. You vet by actually knowing who people are before they ever even take an interest in you. That way, you ain't got to get your head cracked. Anton, you don't know what you're talking about? Okay. Okay, cool. You got it.
We need answers on why did y'all tell us y'all did a thorough search.
And police have mentioned they understand the frustration from community members, and they were expecting that response because there's just a lot of emotion behind this case. Now, you are looking at the school right now. At this point in time, there is a council member that is actually requesting that this school be demolished because she said it's not only an eyesore, but it's also now a center of a crime. Now, there is also another councilman, Anthony Phillips. He says that he's collecting donations to try to help the family during this tough time. He is requesting items such as toiletries, gift cards, non-perishable food items, other gifts for the family, and he's asking that you drop it off at his office, Councilman Anthony Phillips' office on Wadsworth Avenue, 1514 Wadsworth Avenue in Philadelphia. But then there's also going to be a press conference at 11 a.m. that is going to be held by the district attorney, which we can only imagine that it's going to be possibly additional charges added to Keon King, who was arrested in connection to this kidnapping case.
Christopher Evans says, I understand traveling in parts or in pairs. He meant to say in pairs. But don't easily shove off guys just because you think he might be a weirdo. If he approach you nice and acknowledge a friend, he might be a catch. Maybe, or he may be a predator. 9 times out of 10, the person that you are supposed to be with, you already know them. That's what I keep trying to tell you. I don't trust nobody. Okay, so let's play that game. Right? Baddie over here. Nice looking woman. Seems like she would be a nice little trad wife. Whatever, right? And she's a nice girl and all of this stuff and so on and so forth. And so just based off of observation alone and how she carries herself, she seems like a good person, right? Here would be my question, and this could be applicable to both men and women. Here's my question. What up, Brandy's Room? Here's my question. If she's so awesome, what the heck is she walking around as an adult, a 20 to 30-year-old woman, 25, 35, 45, whatever. So you telling me that she's 38 and nobody was like, oh, I need to wife her? Nobody caught her before I caught her? So I'm the first person to recognize her greatness. Beautiful, gorgeous, sweet spirit, or all of that other type of stuff, right? Now, this is much different than somebody that you organically kicking it with. Y'all know each other. Maybe y'all been cool for a long time. Y'all ran back into each other. Y'all just in each other's network. You see each other all the time, whatever, so on and so forth. Y'all run in the same circles. That's just a natural, organic reaction. Ain't nobody caught you. Because, see, you know they story. You know she got some bodies on her. She for the streets. They did whatever, so on and so forth. You willing to deal with her trauma. You telling me ain't nobody figured it out? And I'm the lucky one? I'm lucky. What? In 40 years, nobody recognized her. Nobody tried to wipe her up. Nobody do nothing. See, I'm naturally risk averse. So I'm just like, that's crazy. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with guys. Oh, he been a player his entire life. Player. He just walking around. He don't understand what's going on. He confused about life, but then bing, the light comes on because you're special. You can have her. You can have her. Is her available, whatever. But you special. You know what? It's love at first sight. What's the name of that show that be on Netflix or whatever? Love Without Borders. Not Love Without Borders. The one where they be talking in the pods and they can't see each other. The one where they be talking in the pods and you can't see each other. What's the name of that show? Love at First Sight? Love Without Sight? Something like that? Christopher Evans says, that's when you got to get to know her. Some women actually choose to be alone because they understand the dating market. It's a small number, but you never know. She probably genuine, but he was wasting time. Yo, Chris, I got this bridge. It's in the middle of Las Vegas. It's in the desert. Love is blind. I got this bridge. It's in the middle of the desert. And I got it for sale. And whatever the price is that you want to pay for it, I got you, bro. Whatever the price is that you want to pay, I got you. But it's a phenomenal bridge. I got to sell it to you, dog. No woman on the face of this God's green earth is alone by choice. They don't want to be alone. They're not choosing to be alone. And even if they do, they not alone. Don't think for 1 second that you are just the only person that's talking. Man, I can't believe I'm sitting here having this conversation with grown men. I can't believe I'm having this conversation with grown men. Oh, Chris. All right, Chris, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you one more question. And then we're going to move on because rest in peace to the family. Let me ask you one more question, Chris, because we know that she's like, we're 99.9% sure that she's not a virgin, right? She's not a virgin. Did they take it easy on her also? Did all of the guys before you not know what they were doing? Is she celibate now? Keeping her life together, waiting on her Prince Charming, kissed a lot of frogs, looking for her prince? Were they gentle with the box? They only did missionary also? Is that what it is? Oh, man. Come on, man. Y'all got to wake up, bro. We got to wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Everybody is tainted until they not. You got to assume. They may not be, but you just got to assume. I'll make you sick. You got to assume that everybody took the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to assume. 100%. And if you anything like me, then you got a secret mark. If you're anything like me, you're going to mark her for life. What does that mean, Anton? Well, that's why it's a secret. That's why it's a secret. She will be marked for life. That's my territory. I have to mark my territory, and different guys mark different women different ways. Some guys try to give them a baby. Other guys may try to give them a tattoo. It could be a lot of different things. But if you're anything like me, you're going to mark her for life.